Hello, chat. Welcome back to the ThirtyVirus YouTube channel, where we play Hypixel SkyBlock and complain about why that was not supposed to happen. I tried to click on the stream shoutouts Google Chrome shortcut and it clicked into a random playlist from what even was that, YouTube Music? That was not supposed to happen. That is amazing. I'm so glad only like 50 people heard that. You know what? That's our secret. That never happened. That never happened. I was trying to click on the shortcut so I could look at the members so I could read their names and thank you, but you know. What a way to freaking start. I should specify, chat, I'm not actually going to VidCon. I know the timing's literally perfect, but I'm flying out for a wedding, so. Anyways, the man gamer 03's gaming, Syntactic, Kit, Bloxener, Jaden, Midas Gaming, Patrick Hennessy, and Crazy Kid, thank you all for being botnet general or leader. If you want a special thank you at the start of every stream, then you should join. Man, that was a really funny goof at the start of the stream. Was not expecting that to happen. Whew. Oh, wrong screen. Hey guys, I'm back for another stream and welcome to Hypixel SkyBlock, and I'm leaving right after the stream to go on a flight back to New York, my homeland. I've been a Florida man for the past 6 months, and well, eight months technically, and I'm heading back to New York to go to a cousin's wedding. I know the timing of this as of the stream is literally perfect, saying, oh, I'm going on a flight, and everyone's like, to VidCon? No, I wish, but the timing just didn't work out that way. Anyways, I don't know what I was gonna say. I went to the gym again. Today's a Thursday, so it was off schedule because I'm going on this trip. I also moved the ring light to be over there, so it maybe messes with the autofocus a little bit less. Maybe. Anyways, I don't know. We're gonna play some Skyblock. We're gonna do the thing. I'm excited because there's something I had planned for Skyblock that I didn't do last time. But yeah, I'm gonna be going to a wedding. Gonna be wearing a suit. You've never seen 30virus in a suit. You know, you've always seen the Minecraft skin, right? Like you've seen this before, this suit, but you've never seen the real person behind the screen in a suit. So that's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll post a tweet about it. Maybe I'll record a video. I don't know. My extended family hasn't ever seen me at my lower weight. The last they saw me, I was 235 pounds. So this is gonna be funny to walk in at 170, and I've been at the gym for a month, so some gains are showing through a little bit, not a lot, but it's a little noticeable maybe. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna surprise everybody. Also, I know this detail doesn't really matter for the video, but like the stream chat window on YouTube, there was a subtle update. It used to do the first message starts at the top and then it goes down, but they switched it, so now it's like Twitch where the message starts at the bottom and it goes up. So I don't know why they decided to do that. Also, chat is being very strange with Why? Why? What is going on with chat? I don't understand. Why? No. Anyways. It's not my wedding, it's my cousin's wedding. I'm just gonna be a dude that shows up. I don't even know what... Okay. You know what's funny? Is that anytime chat like decides that they're going to do something, now the effect is going to be 10 times worse because it's going to show on the actual screen itself. So like back in the day when /gear was a thing, it would have gone 5 times as long just because you can see it down there. So that's going to be fun. But anyways, we have 207 million coins of contraband that we have received from chat, so thank you all. That is a lot of coin. It's gonna help offset some of the costs of last time. Also, I have some bids up here, some lettuce, some mushrooms. They're gonna be up for the next 3 to 6 days. Wait, no, these are gonna be up for 6 hours. These are gonna be up for 3 days. So the mushrooms would be a nice source of contraband, hopefully when I'm gone on my trip. Look at fell sword prices. Why? Fell sword. Oh, the price crashed. Why? Why did the price crash? 100,000 coins? Did something happen? What happened to the fell sword price? The lowest bid is 100,000 coins. That's like ridiculous. Did they add like a combat requirement or something? You need Cata 20. Wasn't that to use it in the catacombs, or did they update it so you can't use it outside of the catacombs? I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, in the last stream we fixed our daggers. Hopefully these enchantments look pretty fancy to me, other than Chimera 5. I think we are maxed without, you know, getting tier 3 daggers, obviously. Now I want to start stream off and I want to try Blaze Slayer. We're gonna see how it goes, and maybe, just maybe, we can do these with no problem. So let's do it. Gonna swap these. Is Firewall still available? Yes, you can get the ThirtyVirus Firewall Badline Cloak still. It is going to be available through the summer, but then it will go away forever, so get it when you can. You wasted 10 mil to put Dragon Hunter on. It's 16 mil, by the way. Do you math, bro? Yeah, I know. We didn't need Dragon Hunter for the Blaze Slayer daggers, but you know what? We did it for the meme. Another cloak ad. Hey, what do you want from me, man? I have to pay for things like rent and food, rent, mortgage and food, and car insurance, and water, electric, pest control. I had to buy a suit. I bought some sunglasses. Gas. Being alive is expensive, you know. Being alive is expensive. I mean, it's not wrong. Like, I've done my budget like 100 times, and it's like it costs like $4,000 to $4,500 a month to pay for everything, and that's like average. Like, I'm paying $2,000 a month for mortgage, which is around the rent average in the US. I'm paying like $400 a month for food, which is again very close to the average. It's actually a little below average because I don't eat out that often. I just I cook all my foods, and I get groceries from Aldi. But then, you know, taxes are basically booster cookie. Taxes are basically booster cookie. What? No? Taxes is just like 30% of your 30. Well, if you're self-employed, 30%. Yeah, taxes is just 30% of your income just going poof. What do you mean? You don't make money from taxes? I mean, it helps maintain society. Taxes are not booster cookies. What do you mean? Oh, no. You're gonna steal my spot, aren't you? You know, I'm killing him first. No, you know, I'm stealing it. Nope. Mine. He died! That's amazing. Get wrecked, bro. My freaking spot. Alright, let's do this. Get destroyed. Alright, so according to chat, now that I've adjusted the enchantments, I should only have to deal with one phase of the demons, and they're still spawning freaking mini bosses and prey. Wow. And you're dead, and you're dead, and you need to go. You need to go. That's not my... Oh, I hate fighting two bosses at the same freaking time. Okay, chat. I didn't put the mythical coat. No. Sad. I didn't put the mithril coat on. Why am I so stupid, man? Also, of course, I had to fight a boss at the same time as that other guy because, yep. Taxes are like booster cookies because booster cookies are annoying things that you have to get, basically. That's just wrong. Booster cookies make back the coin that you invest. You know, it's like a booster cookie, kind of. Getting a high deductible health plan and opening an HSA, because you get to invest the money into the HSA and then you get to write off the contributions on your taxes, and you also get to write off the insurance premiums on your taxes. So you're paying money up front, but then in the long term, at a capital gains rate of 10% per year on average, then the HSA will profit after a while. So that's more like a booster cookie. You spend money up front and then you slowly make more over time. That is, yes. It's a very obscure reference. Not a lot of people do that because it's kind of annoying. But there you go. You know, I kind of dislike this lobby. So I'm going to leave. This lobby is pretty garbage. There's too many people. I'm getting sniped. It's not fun. Okay, hold on. There we go. Where am... Oh. Ugh. Taxes is basically like, we know how much... Like, the government walks up to you and is like, hey, we know how much that you owe us, but we want you to guess. And if you guess wrong, we have the right to basically sue you. Or arrest you. And then charge you interest on what you didn't pay. Okay, can we try this again? Okay, mithril coat. Hopefully no double bosses. These people taking my freaking spot. Also, the demon spawned twice, so is my damage still just that garbage? Like, I desperately want to have one demon phase in my Blaze Slayer fights. That'd make it so much easier. Yeah, most of the chat isn't old enough to deal with all these things yet. Enjoy your free trial of life while it lasts, chat. Trust me, the taxes suck. It's like every time you earn $1, like 30 cents of it's just gone. So you earn $100. Uncle Sam's just like, all right, give me 30 bucks. Come on, come on. I'm entitled to this. What happens when you overpay your taxes? That's what's called the tax return. You get it at the end of the tax year. They at least give it back when you pay too much. There are ways to avoid taxes, legally and illegally. I've only done it in the legal ways, chat. So don't say anything. Okay, the question that I keep seeing over and over by the same person in chat is innocent enough, but the fact that you are spamming it is kind of annoying, and it's also very controversial, so I'm just gonna time you out. Sorry. It's coming from a genuine place, but the topic isn't for a Minecraft stream. Sorry. Oh yeah, so Minecraft Vanilla recently updated to the point where you can get banned from multiplayer as a whole, like client side, or like you can just Mojang will chat ban you basically. I find that a very controversial move. It is a little exciting though. As much as this specific instance kind of sucks, I think maybe if they're starting to delve into multiplayer, there's a chance that means they're taking multiplayer seriously, which means maybe they can possibly have an anti-cheat someday. And then the Hypixel cheater problem will be resolved by Mojang for once. I don't think that's gonna happen, but one can hope, you know. Okay. I got hit by the thing, even though clearly I was outside the range of the stupid thing. Whatever. Fine. What? Excuse me? Can I look at that again? Excuse me? Oh, okay. I know what happened. I took two big attacks at the same time. That was just really unlucky. Why did I get hit by the quasi beam? I didn't get hit by the beam. This game sucks, bro. I hate it. Seriously though, whoever's idea it was to introduce instant kill attacks into Slayer, probably Minicloon. You make me sad. Why, you know, I should have known when they introduced glyphs. I was like, it's all going downhill from here. Like, why do they have to make us suffer? Just do a normal amount of damage. Why do we have to go through so many, jump through so many hoops just not to get instant death? Freaking sad, man. As soon as they started glyphs, now it's fire pillars, now it's lava pits, now it's quasi beams. Like, bro, just do normal damage. Why you have to insta kill me? I hate it. Use your meme voice. My meme voice. You mean the Kermit voice that I... Well, now that you said it, no. Hello. If life could be a game, which game would you want it to be? So, in other words, if I could live in a video game, which game would I choose to live in? That's a tough question. There's a lot of games that are fun, but it wouldn't be a place you'd... It's like a place you'd want to visit, but you never want to live there, you know? Like, my favorite game of all time, Fallout New Vegas, that'd be an awful place to live. You'd basically die at 30 years old because of radiation poisoning. It just doesn't sound ideal. I don't know. Minecraft, it would get boring really friggin' fast because, like, you're probably just limited to whatever food there is in the game world. And GTA 5. No, I'd rather not. I don't know, bro. Video games in general just seems like a place you wouldn't want to actually live. Either that or I haven't played any games where the quality of life would be really high. Okay, let's try this again. Hi. Please just give me a fair fight where I don't get double hit by insta-kill attacks. Please. Stupid quasi-beam. Where's the zombie? Hello. Okay, fire pillar spawning, which means that that's one instant kill attack. So I'm still getting 2 mini boss phase fights. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That wasn't that much easier than before. I spent like 500 mil to swap out the stupid enchantments. Just saying. Bro, this game makes me so sad. Bro, do people just have no brain? I'm just gonna permaban the next person that does that. You're just annoying. If I didn't read your message the first like 3 or 4 times, get the message. What's a mana? Oh, disintegrator. Have you tried the Ragnarok axe? I have not. Yeah, this is just bad. Like, the Slayer's not even that much easier. What the hell? I go through all this effort to make my stuff good, and people are like, yes, you can one phase the boss. No, I can't. What is wrong? I'm sad. I thought that, you know, life was gonna get easy all of a sudden. But it's not. Do I have to go mining for gold again to get plus 10 strength? Is that what I need to do? This hurts my head. It might be because Swarm isn't getting that much of a buff because there aren't any mobs around the boss. But you don't want mobs around the boss because then you're just gonna get shot by the other blazes and die. Like, it's just no winning. You're just dead. Okay, where's the gold area? I guess we have to do this again. The Hypixel cheater problem is basically solved when Microsoft said that the account must migrate to Microsoft. You now need to know the email and password. I made a whole video about this, and it doesn't fix the cheater problem because it only fixed one part of the cheater problem. It fixes the people with 1 million alts that log in and cheat over and over, and Watchdog gets rid of them. The other problem is people that use things that are not detected by the anti-cheat, or they toggle it, they you know, the closet cheaters. And of course, there's still going to be people that blatantly hack because the anti-cheat doesn't ban them right away. And even though accounts might be more expensive, I bet they're still cheap. Mojang needs to step in. It's really all it is. That's all there is to it. Mojang needs to step in. They've needed to step in for freaking months, years, half a decade. Anyways, I don't know, man. Blaze Slayers just seem like they're always gonna be difficult. which makes me big sad. Do you know how to play chess? You know, I did for a time, but it's been so long that I would need a refresher on what each piece does. But you know, after a quick crash course of about 5 minutes, I'd probably be able to do it. How does Blaze Slayer work? You spend 10 billion coins, you still kill the boss in more than 2 minutes per, and half the time you die to the insta-kill attacks, and then repeat. And you're just left being sad. That's how Blaze Slayer works. And that's for tier 3, by the way. That's not even like tier 4. I mean, I need to look up some tutorials or something, because it seems like I've done everything I can to max out, minus the Mithril Coat, but that's just a crutch that I use because the insta-kill attacks is the bane of my freaking existence. So. Oh, apparently they fixed a bug. I saw there was a big thread that came out. Ooh. Ooh. There's still gold. Yes. Gimme. I need it. I need the gold. I need the collection for plus 10 strength. Give me the gold. But anyways, in the patch notes, they said that apparently there was a bug where minions with gabagool fuel or whatever didn't produce certain drops, and now they do. So maybe it's slightly more profitable. Thoughts on people that say pop instead of soda? You know, technically, pop makes more sense than soda, because like, what does soda even mean? If you didn't know what soda was and someone just said the word, you wouldn't get it. At least pop, like, kind of, there's bubbles and they pop, so I get it. What pisses me off though is when people just call everything Coke. Like, what kind of sense does that make? It's one thing to call every tissue a Kleenex, but there's just different flavors of soda. Why are you calling it Coke? It's not Coke. You freaking stupid. It's probably Texas people. I don't know. I'm guessing it's Texas. Yeah, give me a Coke. Yeah, I'd expect Coca-Cola. Or if it's one of those places where they get Pepsi, they give you a Pepsi. Otherwise... it's Southern people. Well, technically now I'm Southern people because I live in Florida, even though I'm from New York. That's the thing though, is that like Florida is rapidly becoming New York, but just hot. That's really all. Like every person I talk to that is not natively from here, like I would say 70-80% say they're from New York. Like we're getting pizza places that ship in the water from New York City. Like it's just becoming a home away from home. Like, so you know, I'm technically, you know, on paper I'm a Southern person now, but you know, I grew up in New York, you know, whatever. Are you fine if I donate $100? Hey, that'd be cool. But if you do that, I would urge you to do it through Streamlabs, because no percent's taken out of that. That would be POUG. It shows up on Stream. It shows up on stream all the same on Scream. Bloxoner is celebrating 2 months of membership. I pay you money, I get perks. Win-win. Yes. The most liked post on Twitter is Elon Musk saying, I'm gonna buy Coke and put the cocaine back in it. You know, that was a good tweet. Elon Musk is one of those rare people that is of the older generation, of an older generation that knows how to meme. What pet gives you a lot of intelligence? In SkyBlock, it's the sheep. Look at Ragnarok Axe on AH using your booster cookie that you have. I've already looked at Ragnarok. I probably spelled it wrong. I did. I'm just gonna type in rag. Not ratge. What is wrong with me? Rag. Foraging. XP boost. Why is this considered a weapon? It's not a weapon. There. Begin a channel after not taking damage for 3 seconds. Gain 2. You're gonna be taking damage the whole fight during Blaze Slayer that shoots the fireballs at you every half second. How does that help? It doesn't. Unless you run away from the boss. What pet IRL gives a lot of intelligence? I don't freaking know, man. You just back off. Yeah, I get it, but like, why does this have to be so awful? Why couldn't they just make a Slayer like the rest of them? You just click until it dies. I know they're trying to make the game fun. I freaking get it, but still, I hate the... I want to no-brain some things, okay? That was one of the things I enjoyed about SkyBlock when I played it for 8 hours a day. You know, sugarcane farming, sometimes you just hold left click and then press the right or left arrow key every 30 seconds, you know? It was simple. I think I'm just in a bad mood today. That's what it is. 30, not gonna lie, you deserve more views / subs. Thank you, but I don't know. Deserves a weird word. Do I, though? I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to trying new stuff with YouTube. You know, I've just kind of stuck with the same content style for 3 years because I'm terrified of losing everything. And, you know, life don't work that way. The people that are, you know, I mean, it makes sense psychologically. Humans are more motivated by avoiding pain than they are actually getting anything new. So, like, it's not... It makes sense why my default emotion basically is fear. But I don't know. I feel like if I, quote, deserved more views and subs, I would get more views and subs. What I need to do is actually make something new and transformative and, like, redefine the platform in some way instead of just sticking with the same thing I've been doing for 3 years. So that's me being honest. You know, I'm aware of the predicament that I've put myself in. So basically plan B at this point is just to get absolutely freaking jacked with a 6-pack, start a new channel, and then just do the fitness thing. Not gonna quit this channel, but still. If we're talking staying relevant on the platform as a whole, that's my plan right now. And making videos about things that I enjoy isn't just a recipe for success. It don't work like that, unfortunately. You have to make something that actually has demand on the platform. You know, it'd be nice if I actually used my brain. By having a Scathe pet out so I can actually get more gold. I wonder if Scathe's perk works on collecting minions. Is that the Verlorian in chat? I still don't know how to say your name properly. How you doing, man? We were messaging back when I started my fitness journey. Was getting some advice. Would you live in The Sims? I don't know much about The Sims, so I'm afraid to say yes. I think this lobby's out of gold. Picked clean. Yep. Well, that's sad. What's my collection at? I need 2 million more. You know what I could do? We could grab like 2 days worth of minion stuff. There we go. My guess is that was another 250k. Not even. Yeah, it's me. What's going on, bro? New girlfriend? Been looking at the... Yes. I'm gonna take this opportunity to finally mod you. I don't know why I haven't thus far. So there we go. But yeah, man. As it turns out, you put effort into something, it changes, you know? I guess that was a good lesson to teach myself, that, you know, if I put time and energy into fixing my physical health, then suddenly I become more attractive and it makes it easier to date. And then there you go. I'm not saying that from an ego perspective. I'm just saying that based on the, you know, my experience, because I, in my own head, I'm still very much that same like fat kid. But I recognize that, you know, you put in the time and effort, you get the results. So that was a nice realization to make. And this lobby is also ruined. Nice. How are you feeling before versus now that you're into the healthy lifestyle? I feel like, ironically, almost not the same overall. Definitely better overall, but like, I'm tempted to say in a similar place, you know, the hedonic treadmill type thing. But the problems are more external than internal now. Back when I was really at the peak of feeling awful about myself, like, the situation wasn't so bad in the real world outside of my own head, but like mentally I was dealing with my own like storm of negative emotions and feeling like garbage, whatever. And now that I've taken the time to take care of myself, now I feel freaking awesome, biologically speaking. But now a new problem has risen where basically all of Minecraft SkyBlock in my channel have gotten thirded. So now it's become an external source of angst where it's like, okay, my career is a little shaky right now. How do I fix that? I'm a little bit more equipped to deal with it now, which is nice. But, you know, in terms of like my actual health and everything, yeah, like no more headaches. Well, rarely. If I get bad sleep, I still get headaches, but like no headaches, no soreness other than at the gym, no heavy breathing all the time. That was annoying. My breathing in general has gotten easier. Moving is a lot less I don't know. You don't think about these things, but I feel like lighter moving through the air, obviously. So I don't know. Definitely feel a lot better. It's just a matter of if I could like unlock that last piece of the puzzle to fix the income again, then ooh, that's gonna be perfect. Yeah, overall I'm still much better than where I was. This is like a shot in the dark trying to find the mines. Have you even considered branching out, ever considered branching out into SkyBlock videos longer than 15 minutes or 100 days type content? The problem with 100 days content is that I just can't stand. A lot of the things that are trendy are things that I find extremely cringy. And I just can't bring myself to make cringy content, you know? Like, some YouTubers are willing to, like, quote, sell out and just do the thing that gets the views. But, like, it just feels so just disingenuous to me, you know? I just can't do it. Every trend that's popped up so far that's gotten any sort of success, like Fortnite, FNAF, Among Us, 100 Days, Minecraft challenges with vanilla, where it's like, you know, Minecraft, but this is happening. Like, all these type of things that have gotten super popular and got a ton of views, I freaking hate, like, with a passion, dude. Like, not once in the past 5 years has something become a mainstream trend and I didn't hate it. The closest something got to mainstream that I actually liked was SkyBlock, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, I'm not gonna make fun of other YouTubers for doing it. I'm just saying I personally cannot stand watching or making that kind of content. It's just not for me. So, you know, and that's why I've been banking on Hytale so much, is that literally nothing else is interesting to me at all that's coming up. They did announce that Fallout New Vegas 2 is very likely to happen. I've been in this lobby before, but that's not content I can make videos about. Not on this channel. Fallout New Vegas 2 is the thing. It's gonna be eventually. Oh, this lobby was picked clean. Where to? Fezzy says, I'm going to my cousin's wedding for like a couple days, so I'm hoping to get a stream in now so I have content for when I'm gone. It's not gonna be for as long as the other trip. I'll be back on Monday morning, so I should be able to stream Monday hopefully. What's your opinion on Minecraft Legends? Honestly, I feel like it's just gonna be another Minecraft Dungeons where it's like this thing everyone talks about for like a week and then it just dies. It doesn't seem all that interesting to me. It does seem pretty cringy. It's some Minecraft story mode vibes where it's just like this weird, I don't know. Just, I think that the problem is they're trying to make a story out of something that was never meant to have a story, you know? That's why a lot of video game movies are awful, is because they basically just construct this story and they have to throw in a bunch of the characters for literally no reason. And I think that's what the vibe I get is from Minecraft Dungeons. This lobby trash. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, of course. The Mines of Devon being right next to the door. And of course it's picked clean. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my best shot still is that fitness channel. Probably at this point. You know, we haven't gotten a blog post from Hytale in like over 200 days. Like, there's a good chance we're not gonna get an update from the Hytale team until like the holidays. I would not be surprised. We've gotten to that point. We're not gonna hear anything about the game for almost a whole year. And you know what? If that thing that we hear is a release date, then that's okay. But it's not going to be. It's not. Would you ever do SMP content where they do story and plot? And absolutely not. I find that to be the most cringy of all of the Minecraft content. Making up a story and role-playing it is the most cringy thing I could possibly imagine. I was famous for a little while for saying that on Twitter and pissing off all the dream stands. That's what I'm saying, though. Everything that's been popular in the past 5 years, I just didn't like. Which makes me ask myself, am I just a boring person? If I hate everything that's been popular in the past 5 years, is the problem with everything else or me? It makes you wonder, man. Am I the one that's wrong? No, you just have a brain. Incredible. Minds of divine. Wait, what? Am I above them? Apparently the minds of Devon are right here. Just get Simon to give you 10,000 this time. And just do another challenge profile. Man, that series was kind of awesome though. Ooh, a fresh lobby. I will take it. Oh, beautiful. But no, that was good. I think what's gonna breathe life back into the channel, at least temporarily, is gonna be doing a new profile, obviously. But I'm thinking the next time, the next opportunity I get to do that for a reason that's not arbitrary is gonna be when 1.0 comes out. And it'll be like a no contraband solo 2.0 type thing, probably. Oh, Cookie's here as well. What's up, man? Most of this generation has a really low attention span. No wonder stuff like that is popular. Well, that's the thing, man. Like, I know technically, right? If I was just in this for the money, I would just start up a channel. I had a plan to do this for a while, but then I realized just how much I would hate making that content. I was gonna make a channel called just 30, and it'd be like just this really simple green channel art, and just make those Minecraft but this is different videos and upload once a month and get 10 million views or something stupid because I can code the stuff myself and we know all the tricks. And I just thought about it, I'm like, that'd be awful. I just hate it. It makes me physically ill. I don't know. The thing is now, even if I was gonna follow through with that idea, the trend is already dying. And sure, like, whoever's already established is getting views, but that explosive stage where someone could just come out of nowhere and start making that content and getting millions of views, that's done. That's gone. That opportunity came and went. I feel like SkyBlock is in that position as well. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to do a SkyBlock Let's Play at this point, starting fresh with no audience, unless they do something ridiculous. Otherwise, like, the competition's already too fierce for something that doesn't have the popularity it once did. And that's exactly what pretty much any Minecraft content is right now. I feel really bad for anyone wanting to start YouTube right now. That's a noise. Okay. Spamming is not fun. Cringe. Goodbye. What do you need help with? What do I need help with? I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really think there's a way that people can help me at this point. I've basically adopted the mindset that if I want change to happen in my life, I need to be the source of that change. Like, a situation's not just gonna fall in my lap. So, like, what do I need? It should be rephrased to, what do I need to do? And the answer is pretty obvious. I need to start making other content. But it's just a matter of, am I willing to take that risk? And at the moment, I don't think so. It's just... things are already scary as it is, and it probably will just slowly keep getting worse over time, unless I change something. It's either, do I want things to slowly die or die right now, or have a chance of dying right now? So it's like, it's a really sucky situation, I'm not gonna lie. This is something I wouldn't have to worry about if I had just a regular 9-to-5 working for somebody else, which is the path that I said I didn't want to go on, but you know, it has its plus. At least if that's your thing, you know that's what it is, and it's fairly consistent. If one job doesn't work, you can hop over to a new one pretty much right away. Like, if you have a marketable skill, that is. Whereas with YouTube, it's just kind of like, oh, your trend's dying? You want to try to move out? Well, guess what? People don't care about the new thing, so, Sorry, I'm just venting again. By the way, none of this should be in the video. Doom and gloom content just makes people leave, so, yeah, unfortunately. If Ezzy's watching this still. Collaborating with other YouTubers could bring another audience, but I don't know. It seems like the situation's too weird for something like that. Like, I am very clearly a Hypixel SkyBlock YouTuber. That is it, you know? Like, if I try anything else, that's a fun distraction for a couple days, but, like, people ultimately still want SkyBlock from me. So it doesn't really help all that much other than just delaying things. That's why plan B is the fitness stuff. Because at least that's something with an extremely wide audience. And at least for the next, I would say 30 plus years, there's always going to be demand for content on how to get fit and like not be overweight or whatever. Because of how awful food is in general for you. So that's a pretty safe bet, I think. You don't give yourself enough credit, 30? I mean, thank you, Cookie, but there's so much I could do. Like, I get, especially people like family, friends, whatever, they like rag on about, oh, you're doing great, you're successful, and you have this, and this, and I'm thinking to myself, but it could all fall apart. Like, there are people that would kill to have, like, when someone says, wow, you have a 6-figure job, like, that's from the perspective of, you're gonna get 6 figures every year until you retire. That's what people's expectation is. But like with YouTube, it's like you can say that, but you know deep down it very well could not be next year, and it could just go to 0. So like, do I consider that really an accomplishment? Not really. Like, I have to find my next big break, and that's the creative thing, you know. And the fact that I've let things progress this far and gotten this bad, I really do blame myself, you know. I didn't jump ship when I could. Not that there was anywhere to go at the time, because again, the expectation was wait until Hytale, and then we got rug pulled basically when they said that they were going to delay until next year at the very earliest. So like, that's what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. You get, you know, that happens, right? So you put all of your faith in this thing that's out of your control, and then when things don't go perfectly, you get screwed. And that was a really good lesson, and I'm still feeling the ramifications of that to this day, you know. So not gonna do that again. As soon as I find some other thing that's gonna be my next big success, whatever, which it's gonna happen. I'm that stubborn a human. I don't care how bad things get. I will always hustle. But like, I just know that I'm never gonna let something like hope or faith in something that I can't control hold me back ever again. I mean, it's a really unhealthy way to look at it, because I really do take it to the extreme, to the point where I don't want to rely on anyone for anything. Like, I'll provide literally everything for myself, and like, people, you know, it's I can't rely on other people, because time and time again I've been proven that they're not reliable. So it's freeing in a way, because you know what's gonna happen if you don't do anything. You're just gonna fail. Like, the uncertainty is not really, it's just like, yeah, you don't work, you don't get paid, you're done. So at least it helps motivate me in a way. And it, you know, if it goes too far, you get burnt out. So I know what burnout feels like. I mean, your views are still pretty good. Start a series or something so more people can look forward to something. It's not that simple, though. Every time we've tried that, it didn't last long. Like, Stranded was supposed to be this thing that held us on for like 6 months to a year, and it only lasted 2 months. We got like maybe 20 videos out of it. And then people lost interest, and that was it. It isn't. I don't think there is a simple fix to the situation other than just... The one thing I can control is my health, which is, again, why the fitness channel would be a good idea. But that takes time. You can't just get a six-pack overnight, you know? So, that's my default. That means I basically... that means I failed to get anywhere with the channel or to make an update. If by the time I just get a six-pack, I still didn't get anywhere with this channel, so be it. That was playing Z. That's just the default. Is like, all right, well, you know, I looked the part. Now it's time to make fitness content, and then that's going to be the income. The streaming and the gaming stuff will just be the side project that's for fun. And ironically, that might actually bring a lot of growth to the channel, because then I won't be tied down by anxiety and, oh, what if the channel dies if I just do it? So the problem here is stability, I think. I've got way too much riding on one thing. So it's probably going to take... How long does it take to lose 5% body fat? Go from 20% to 15. Even then, six-pack's more like 10% body fat. That's going to be freaking tough. Losing 10% body fat in like 6 months. I did it once. Can I do it again? Ooh. Take all your eggs out of the SkyBlock basket. But the problem is, if I try to do that, then there's always the chance I lose all the eggs. I think more than anything right now, I wish I could just be creatively free. To be known as that guy that does basically whatever, but whatever he uploads is good. You know? You had to gradually do it. And we tried with the fan mails, the 25% rule, Subnautica. That fell flat in its face. We tried the programming videos, but the problem is the stress of it all just kind of makes it impossible to, on a regular basis, do that. So, you know. Sensationless. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. I'm not taking donations this stream, sorry. Or counterband. Sure, you have a chance to lose all the eggs if you don't split them up, but you're gonna lose them all soon, period. I don't know about soon. It's inevitable at some point I would lose all the eggs. It's just a matter of, can I stretch things far enough? I tell myself I can't rely on anything external, but here I am still hoping I can hold out until Hytale. Because that's the easy way out. That is the, like, if that happens, all my problems, or most of my problems at least, will just be solved. But it's an unknown. It's a risk waiting for Hytale. But, you know, I mean, if I'm able to string things along just long enough so the game comes out, then I still have a career by the time the game comes out, you know? And that mentality might be the thing that's holding me back, but it's just way too risky to try anything else, in my opinion, until then. On a regular basis. Obviously, like, one-off videos are still on the table, but... How many videos do you think you can make out of one stream? In recent times, the most we've gotten is 3. On average, it's like 1.5. If we're lucky, sometimes it's 3. Sensationalist, thank you for another 2. Keep up the good content. Thank you, man. Keep your head up. Just stick with the plan. Improve your lifestyle. And a gem will appear throughout your YouTube career soon. That is the plan. I hope that's what happens. But again, I don't like the idea of waiting for something to happen to me that's good. I much prefer being in full control, which is why I love the weight loss stuff and the fitness, because like it's all just a big math problem, you know. If you eat the right stuff and you exercise, then you just get fit, and it's like, wow, you get what you put in. But with YouTube, it's not that simple. But thank you for being supportive, man. I just wish that it was as simple as a lot of people put it. I've tried to join the Hytale dev team, not even from a content perspective, but again from a stability standpoint, just to have some job that was just so that my finances aren't like completely screwed if everything goes under. Smokey Julian, thank you for the 10. The people who don't follow you, the people who don't follow through your changing content aren't here for you. They're here for the gameplay. You're just white noise in the background to them. Use code 30virus. That is true. And you know, I mean, I get it. I mean, chat doesn't have an obligation to me, you know. My life isn't your problem. So like, I can't expect people to just be like this undying faith for 30virus, you know. It's like, people have lives. I'm entertainment for most people, you know. So it's just like, well, if my channel doesn't work out and I gotta do something else, and probably most people's reaction would just be, oh, that's too bad for him. Well, anyway, it's time to get back to my day, you know, like. And I don't blame them. That's life, you know. I used to watch many YouTubers, and you know, the careers fell through, and it was, sure, there was a moment where I was like, wow, that kind of sucks, but you know, what can I do about it? And I just move on with my day, you know. One of the first YouTubers I ever watched, his channel was Paperbat VG, PBAT, as he was called. And now his channel's pretty much gone. He does other stuff now, and that's just how it goes, man. So I get it. I don't blame people for not following me wherever I go. Like, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. The one thing I do put blame on is the fact that like you're pigeonholed in by the algorithm. I think if there was some way to tell YouTube, hey, the audience this is intended for is this, that would be a lifesaver. That would be so good. Just to tell YouTube so it doesn't, because here's my problem, right? If I upload a Hypixel SkyBlock video to a Hypixel SkyBlock audience, oh, people see it in the recommended, they click it because that's what they like to watch, right? But let's say SkyBlock doesn't have enough to upload that day, and I decide I'm gonna upload a video about the history of, I don't know, anti-cheat in video games. And it's a well thought out documentary, 20 minutes long. It's got all the cool supporting information and graphics, and it's cool and informative. That gets pushed out to a bunch of Hypixel SkyBlock people. They'll be like, yeah, it's not what I subbed for. I might like it. Nah. And they don't click it. But if I could tell YouTube, hey, this is a general gaming video. This isn't for just the SkyBlock people. This is for everybody. And then it like, because the problem is, right, if it shows it only to Hypixel SkyBlock people, then it will falsely get the idea, wow, this video is not good because no one's watching it. But it only showed it to the SkyBlock people. And that's why people start new channels when they're trying to switch topics, by the way. That exactly right there is why they start new channels. Because you're pigeonholed, you're stuck. You are the one thing that your audience watches. And if you try anything else, your audience is the first crowd that gets shown that video. And if it doesn't perform well, it doesn't even, the algorithm doesn't give it a chance anywhere else. So that's my problem right now. And I can't blame people for it, because, you know, if I subscribe for one thing and then something else pops up in my feed, Am I gonna watch it? Maybe. If it's something else that I like, but that's just completely up to chance. I'm confident that if I started a channel about something else, honestly, I'm kind of sick of making gaming videos a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's just too unstable. I just don't like. I like playing the games and making the content, but I hate the fact that I'm just so stuck. It just feels like there's no, I can't change anything about it. And that part I hate. So, you know, if I were to make lifestyle / fitness content and just could talk about my day and show off things I've learned in my life, and that be a video, that'd be sick as hell, because the niche is me. I don't know. I can't find the thing. Do something about it. Well, that's what I am doing. I'm trying to get fit right now to be the example, right? Where it's like practice what you preach sort of thing. I can't really do the fitness channel until I'm like fully fit. I mean, I can, but like, would it not help my case if I had a six-pack? You know what I mean? Ooh, this is a day 9 lobby with full gold. That's kind of good. You don't have to be ripped to start a fitness channel. Yeah, but it helps. And I mean, I get it though. People can't see a six-pack under a shirt, but they can see like shoulders and biceps and all that. So, you know, I gotta at least do that. And definitely have to be a low body fat. Because if I'm gonna be talking about how to lose weight and I'm not like in peak condition, then like it's gonna hurt views. That's just how it is with that industry. I've seen it. I've done my research on that. So, you know. It's not even like a self-consciousness thing. I'm actually pretty secure in how I look now compared to where I was. Like, obviously, I want to look better, but I don't feel like people are looking at me because I'm too heavy. That's how I used to think. It's just a matter of, like, what is going to get the most interaction, I think. Will you ever do a day in the life of ThirtyVirus 2? I actually technically did. If you go to, if you search up ThirtyVirus, 90 days, lost 40 pounds, something like that. That video was basically a day in the life. Except showing all the exercises and stuff I did along the way. Tell them you want your personality videos to do well, and if they don't like the content, tell them they should unsubscribe because it would be algorithmically better. But like I said, doing things like that could risk what I have already. That's why I want to do it on a separate channel, so there's no risk to the main channel. That's the biggest problem, is risk. Oh, would you look at that? Someone bought code red. Yeah, the thing is, this flight I'm going on to this wedding, that's basically the last big event that's going on in my personal life for a couple of months. So honestly, it might be around the time to start experimenting and like really diving deep into some new thing, because I have all the time in the freaking world. Technically this is my job, and I've lately only been streaming like 1 to 2 times a week for like 4 hours. So like, I got time. I've been using that time to work out basically, but I could use, I've also used some of that time just to relax and decompress. But I think now it might be the time to like really pull the trigger, you know, and actually start something. Smokey Julian, thank you for the 10. I'd love to see you do a fitness channel. Fit or not, trying to get into fitness myself would be great motivation. Buy the cloak, you nods. Imagine I decide to start a fitness channel, it does well, and then Hytale gets like announced and then it comes out. That would just be like almost too many opportunities all at once. It would be sick. But like I said, can't put all my eggs in one basket. So honestly, I think just from that perspective... Oh, what just happened? Oh, that was weird. I broke so much gold at once in my... Wait. Am I picking up so much gold that my entire inventory fills up? I'm so confused. Mining Fiesta is now underway? Is Cole mayor? Wait. Are you telling me there's so much gold entering my inventory that it fills up instantly and it gives me the full notification, the full inventory notification? That's funny. That's insane. That's double drops. Ooh, that means we're gonna get the gold real fast. But what do you think, chat? Good idea? Even from the perspective of like, it probably won't do well right away. I think it would just be a good idea for stability. Just to have like 2 channels of 2 different niches making content. Because like, the more time goes on, the more anxious I get about SkyBlock. And you know, I've pretty much confirmed this is what I want to do, but it's just like, I gotta do it. Like... The expectations are super high because it's like I want to do it perfect. But that's another trap to fall into. I don't know. Anything to basically diversify is what I want to do right now. I hate the fact that everything is tied to this one thing, and if it goes, then I go. I hate that. Your problem seems to be a lack of information, and making community posts might help. Well, no, I don't think it's a lack of information. It's a lack of content that is close enough to SkyBlock to just hop ship. And not permanently, chat. I mean, like, to have something else to upload on the days when there's nothing in SkyBlock, you know? The niche has been... It's just been used up, I think. Like, lack of information? I don't think so. And making a new profile now wouldn't really make any sense because like 1.0 is gonna happen, so I just start a new profile again anyways. $2,625 event XP. What do you mean? The mining fiesta actually is kind of insane. If the gold collection is good enough during fiesta, I might want to get to 100 million gold collection. That'd be kind of sick. I don't know, man. Definitely by this time next year, I want something to change. It's just way too stressful as it is. And it's not the workload by far. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm not working many hours, but it's just because I have to think so... Like, I have to tread carefully, I feel like. That's the impression I have. Like, if I had something I know was gonna work and could just go for it, I probably would be putting in 18-hour days again. As much as that sounds like torture, I'd love it. If it was like the old days of SkyBlock again, where it was just this brand new concept that like everybody loved, and basically anything I said about the game would get views, like that was insane. As much as like on paper it looked awful that I did a 9 to 5 making websites only to come home and stream SkyBlock for 4 hours a day every single day, and then make like a video every single day, like that was, I enjoyed the crap out of that, you know. Smokey Julian, thank you for another 5. 30 fitness virus. 30 builds built virus random names I thought of. Well, no, the fitness channel is just gonna be called my name, which is Brandon Calabrese. That's pretty good. That way my name would be a search term. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, we tried making the titles more personality based with Stranded, but that really hurt views. We've done almost everything we could. We've tried it, but the thing is, every time we try something, if it doesn't do well, we just back off immediately because we don't want to kill it. Like I said, when all your eggs are basically in one basket, it's very, very difficult to progress because it's like, well, if you screw it up bad enough, then you just lose everything. So I think the next step is stability somehow. I don't know where that's going to come from, but definitely stability is the thing I want the most out of life right now. Just not having to worry about what things are going to be like a year from now. Gotta put fitness in there somewhere. I disagree. There's a lot of fitness channels that don't have fitness in their name. Greg Doucette is one of them. I mean, cooking channels. Adam Ragusia, Joshua Weissman. They don't put their niche in their channel names. I don't put 30virus Gaming. That'd be an inspiring story, though. Gets niche locked in gaming and decides to just get ripped and then make a fitness channel. That would be really freaking funny. And you know, this isn't just a me thing and a Fezzy thing. Like, I think a video got on trending by Captain Sparkles where he basically was like, I've had enough of chasing the algorithm. I'm just gonna make the content I want. Like, it's an emerging problem for YouTubers. Like, this isn't just something that we're suffering with, right? Like, this is a big problem, and it's contributing to burnout with tons of people. And I think if YouTube as a platform is to thrive, it needs to address that problem. It's been a problem for freaking years, but like, it's getting really bad. Or at least the pressure's on for me because the niche that I'm stuck in is dying. So it's like, what the hell? And I think in Captain Sparkle's case, it's also the same. He's got a very similar problem to me right now, actually. But then he makes a video addressing everything and it goes trending, and that's where the difference is if I did that, it would just get like maybe 30,000 views and die because it's not SkyBlock. But then a video could be SkyBlock and they get 50,000 and die, and it's like, it's still not. Ah! It's annoying. It's very, very similar. This lobby seems to have been ruined. Yeah, he's set for life. Jordan's set for life. I'm not. Not even close. So he technically already has that stability, but I'm sure he just wants to do something fulfilling with his life. Maybe get more cars. I don't know. I'm not going to judge him for still working after being able to retire. You reached 10 million gold? Well, yeah, I did. But I'm seeing, now that mining fiesta is a thing, we are getting double drops. So there is potential for getting to 100 mil, which would be another 10 strength. Should be way less worth it for the effort, but still didn't hit 10 million. You remember when one of the best performing things on your channel was your rants? Yeah, but that era is come and gone. I've tried 3 or 4 rants since then, and they've all done meh. Basically, anytime I complain about Bed Wars, the video flops, so, you know. Rant topics don't come up often enough anymore. Again, it's niche locked. I can't just rant about the general state of gaming. Maybe I can. That would be something, wouldn't it? Imagine. Imagine I just pulled a Mudahar, right? And just went, like, just talked about general things happening in the community and giving my take on it. That would be new. Would it work? I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I talked about Spigot, it did well, though. Alright, new lobby. The problem is being in this situation for as long as I have, it's definitely affected the way I think. And it's like, I would need to get snapped out of this mindset where it's like, I need to survive in a dying niche. Like, the abundance mindset has been gone from my brain for 2 years. You know, like, it's definitely an internal thing. I just don't know how to get out of it after being conditioned to think this way for so long. Give a take on the current state of Minecraft itself. Yeah, but my take wouldn't make a full video. It would just be like, yeah, I kind of don't like the way it's going, but I haven't for a long, long time. That's the other thing, too. Like, the content I make is for a game that I don't even like vanilla, man. I just like Hypixel, which niche locks me even further. Naomi Floof, thank you for the 2. Just bought the summer only cape. Love it so far. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. ThirtyVirus code red, or not code red, firewall. What do you think about the new player reporting stuff? I don't know. At the moment, it seems a little like an overstep, but if they introduce any sort of anti-cheat, I think it'd be a dub. I'm not the only one looking for the gold. Podcast 30 is so much worse, in my opinion. The grinding, not complaining, or ranting 30 back in the first 100 episodes of No Contraband was incredible. But now, no. Well, that's the problem, right? Is that, like, I've always been super honest about my situation, right? So, that being said, I'm honest in the good and the bad. And when times were good, that's all I talked about, you know? But when times are bad, that's all I talk about. And I get it. Negativity is not fun to watch, but at the same time, it's like, it would be kind of disingenuous to hide it, wouldn't it? So, I don't know. That's the problem, is that I have not changed. My situation has changed. And the lack of my change, the lack of me changing is part of the problem, right? And, you know, I've been working on it, you know, trying to make my situation better. And I certainly have in my personal life. But YouTube's definitely that last frontier where it's like, I need to make my own situation better and stop waiting for something else. Like, that's the problem. Okay, this lobby's screwed as well. Unless I try to dig through a wall or something. Like this man has. No. H1H1, thank you for the $1. Could you tell my friend to stop watching you? Hey man, that's his choice. The problem with every Minecraft streamer comes to when said streamer gets overpowered and views fall because there's no challenge to the game anymore. It's fair. That's part of why I think the gaming thing on YouTube is difficult to do long term, because it just kind of devolves into a whole lot of the same thing. You know? I mean, that's kind of how YouTube is nowadays. It's that almost every channel is a whole lot of the same thing. And that's what the algorithm wants. And that is, I think, a major problem. Maybe that could be... No, if that was the next ThirtyVirus rant, it would just be more complaining. Because it's something that directly, you know, hurts me. And then... That's the problem. There's a delicate balance with a rant. It needs to be something that affects everybody, not just like me complaining. You know what I mean? I try not to make a rant just seem like me complaining. I try. New channel, new series, 30 complaints. Nah. I get why people don't like these talks, you know. I get why things have steadily declined. It's because, like, I'm being realistic, which just is negative now. So, like, I get it. It makes sense. But that's the problem. Is like, what am I gonna do to change it, right? I made a lot of change in my own life. Now it's time to change something for the better with the YouTube. And we're stuck. Okay. You should get more drill fuel. Why? We're good for a little bit while. Doing the history of dungeons as a video just sounds so freaking boring to me. It sounds incredibly boring. What the hell is this? Thank you, 30, for being a voice in the minority of SkyBlock players that don't like dungeons. We needed you, man. I don't think it was a minority, to be honest. I was just the only one that had a voice loud enough to speak up about it. Yeah, if somehow YouTube were to implement a way to just change direction with the channel, oh, that'd be so good. If they had a tool that let you find a new niche and to stop people from getting stuck without starting new channels, that'd be amazing. Two years after dungeons, is it still go? Why is this a discussion? I hate dungeons. Why would I want to make more videos on dungeons? 30, should I quit SkyBlock and focus on my life? Technically, you could do both, you know? I mean, depends how much free time you have. The whole working out thing and, you know, having the right diet is just really doesn't add all that much time. Maybe you have to cook for yourself. That's like an extra hour a day. Maximum. Unless you meal plan. Then you could take it down. Oh, I've been in this lobby already. But like, the fitness thing will be the biggest time consumer. But even that is like 2 hours a day max. Unless you go crazy like me and do 4 hours. But wouldn't recommend that. So you can technically still play SkyBlock and get fit. You know, I'm really struggling to find this stupid thing. Just need to find more gold. I'm not even at the 10 mil. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stop at 10 mil. Yeah. It's just too annoying finding a lobby to go further than that. Well, technically, you know what? I only need 20,000. Let's just go to the regular Dwarven Mines. Screw it. I'm done searching for a friggin' lobby. I'm just gonna go here. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. I'll just get my 20k this way. Hello, Golden Goblin. I don't care about you being here. The sad thing is I need to get a video made for when I'm off on my trip, but I don't think this stream is very much content, so... Gonna have to figure something out. I don't have much time because I need to... The flight's in the morning, luckily. I'm spending the night at my mom's house, basically. Unless I were to opt into just... I don't know. Technically, I could stay here and then in the morning drive. But, like... I need to get a video made for when I'm gone from the trip. That's the big problem. And this stream has just been me talking algorithm, and that never does well. So we're just going to scrap the footage for a video at least. So, last minute tutorial after stream. I have to look at my options. Obviously, the talisman guide is going to take way too long, so we're going to have to think of something else. What's a tutorial I can make quickly? Let me look. 20 random skyblock tips. That would probably be the quickest one, or how to skip progression the fastest ways. Those are my two ideas. Hey, chat, let's workshop a video script right now. What are some random tips you have for progression? Maybe we can get this done so I have a video to upload while I'm gone. You are now event level 3. I don't know what that means. Ooh, actually what I'm doing right now... Yes. Mine gold for strength with golden dragon plus coin in crystal hollows. I'll remember what that means in the script. They patched using dungeon gear without requirements out of dungeons. Ooh, so that means the fell sword's out. Crap. That's unfortunate. What are some random tips for progression, chat? All stages of the game. Early, mid, late. Preferably something I haven't said in a tutorial before, so we have new content for the... What I'm doing now is technically, it could be a tip. Getting the gold, not here, but from the big Dwarven Mine lobby. 10 million, done. Ah, Blade of the Volcano. What about Blade of the Volcano? Was Blade of the Volcano just like the fell sword without requirements? Yeah, but that has a combat requirement, right? Blade of the... Similar stats to Livid Dagger, but it has a combat requirement. Use Forge as often as possible for money. I think I might have talked about that one already. I don't know if I have done that one. Yeah, I guess. Passive money making method. Forge items and resell. Not Shadows, thank you for the 2. How do you get a lot of combat XP in early game? You know, that's the most requested question I've gotten on my stream since this update came out, and that would make a really good thumbnail. All right, chat, let's put our brains together here. What would be the best tip for getting combat XP early enough in the game to get yourself to the Crimson Isles quickly? What is the single tip that'll get you there quickly? You need to get combat, what? 24? Bestiary? A lot of people are saying Bestiary. Bestiary level 18 specifically? Is that, can we fact check that? Which level? Bestiary 18 is when, oh. Okay. So at Bestiary level 18 is when you start getting the 1 million combat XP. I did it on my Iron Man, got it in like 4 hours. Ooh. Okay. Ice Walker is so easy for early game players to kill because you only need a pickaxe. How much XP do you get for killing them? You get 80 combat XP per kill. Either do bestiary or revs if you're able to. Most people aren't going to want to do revs because it's expensive. Okay, so level 18 is when you start getting 1 million combat XP, right? How much combat XP do you need to get to the... Okay, we need to figure this out. How much combat XP do you need to get to the Crimson Isles? Does it say? It's either 18 or 24. I don't remember. Or 20. I don't remember what combat level it is. Level 24. Okay. Okay, so how much XP does it take to get to combat level 24? Which is 2.2 million XP. Okay. Now, is it possible to get 2.2 million combat XP just from bestiary? 2.3 mil, we'll say, conservatively. 2.3. Cumulative, yes. Okay. Well, there you go, chat. That's one of the random skyblock tips. So here's what I have so far. Bestiary for fast combat XP, level 18 required for 1 million combat XP per milestone. Level 24 requirement for Crimson Isles, which means you would have to get 2.3 million XP. What bestiary level, if you were to add up all the XP rewards from bestiary, which level would you need to get 2.3 million XP? So it's level 18 to get your first million. So would it be like 28 or something like that? Level 20 bestiary. Most people are saying 20, but some are saying 22. Probably 20. You get 500k beforehand. Oh, okay. So you would need to get the 1 million XP reward twice. Is bestiary 20 the second time you get 1 mil? Because if that's the case, then yeah. 20 gives you 2 mil. You still need 300k, but you get 500k before that. So it's 20. Okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. Because, like, literally everybody asks me, how do I get to Crimson Isles? I need it. And there you go. That's how you do it. Nice. Ooh, you know what's cool as well? You also unlock Blade of the Volcano because it has the combat requirement. Blade of the Volcano for easy early game damage. Yes. That's good. That is actually really good because then the combat requirement doesn't matter anymore because you skipped straight to combat 24. So then you can use weapons with the combat requirement of 24, which means you can use Blade of the Volcano, which is the second tip. It's also going to be, I'm making another video called how to skip progression basically, and that's going to be one of them. What's the requirement for Ragnarok Axe? Let's compare. 220, 70, 20. Okay, so the stats are slightly better for Ragnarok Axe than it is with the Blade of the Volcano. But Blade of the Volcano... Okay, yeah. So Ragnarok Axe is technically better. Okay. It's about as good as Livid Dagger, and the ability is very good. Compare the prices, though. Well, yeah, the Blade of the Volcano is going to be much cheaper. 140k. Well, actually, is that much cheaper? 150k versus... It's a slight difference. Yeah, the Ragnarok Axe is better because it has better base damage. Yeah. Okay. So that leaves... Okay, let's see. Sell milestone pets at George/AH for quick coins, especially in Stranded. Start doing your daily mining commissions, experimentation tables, heavy pearls as soon as possible when you start a new profile, so you get the maximum benefit without having to suffer. Combat XP boost 30% from AH is cheaper than 20% from NPC. 10 million combat XP per hour from... Oh, I already talked about that one. Defend yourself from raiders, hackers, false bans. Mine gold for strength. Passive money-making method, forge. Warp scroll for abandoned skull is a cheap alternative to smoldering cave warp scroll. And mithril coat for reasonable blaze slayer fights. Anything else, chat? Are there any other random tips that you can think of? If you're combat 24, go for crimson. It's cheap. As in the armor? How much is... Ooh. When you talk about the protecting yourself from ratting, you could set up a NordVPN sponsorship. Nah. I used PIA last time. They were good. Sword of Bad Health is good. I love that name. That's not what it's called. It's probably called Blade of Bad Health. I'm just going to type in Bad Health and they'll know. Or not. Health. The hell is it called? Oh, they're only auctioned? That's lame. Ugh. 200. Nah. Close enough. What other tips? When you 5-star Crimson, it's better than Shadow Assassin, but is it cheaper though? That's the problem. Shadow Assassin's pretty cheap nowadays. Get Lapis Armor to faster enchant weapons because of the 200% bonus XP. I mean, I guess that is a very early game thing. If you have... Okay. Place down mining minions. Diamond vest. And use Lapis Armor for fast EXP to use for enchanting. Very early game or stranded strat. There you go. I guess it helps Iron Man as well. That's a good one. Full max Shadow Assassin is 35 million. Crimson max is like 30 million. Yeah, it's not that big a difference, unfortunately. One tip could be to use code 30virus when making any purchase in the Hypixel Store. That would be a good plug, though. I'll put it. Code 30virus as joke. Joke suggestion number 0. And then I'll highlight it in green, which I do in my Google Docs whenever it's like a sponsorship or something that'll make me money. I don't know if you put this down but get sand like you did for the 100 mil challenge. Well, the thing is, I already talked about that in the video. Yeah, a good tip would be just not to bother with dungeons until you get some decent stats, but like, I don't know if that's a great tip. I don't know. Advising people against certain parts of the game just doesn't seem like a good tip for a video at least. Snail pet. What's good about snail pet? Red sand minions are faster. Converts speed into mining fortune for non-ores. This would be good with the sand strat. It depends how expensive snail pet is, though. If it's like 400k, then that's not gonna work for early game. If for some reason the price died, then maybe it'd be good. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it? Wait, why is there a common? Yeah, it's for 4 mil. It's not gonna work for early game. Spider relics, free 10k per relic. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll put that in the skip progression video as well. Yeah. 10k per spider. What are they called? Spider relic. Yeah. For early game money. Not bad, not bad. I mean, mining sand also is the problem. I wish there was a relic. Oh, I wonder if BLC updated waypoints. There's so many. Are there relic waypoints? No, there is not. Ultimate wise, AOTE plus Sapphire Scroll plus Shadow Assassin boots equals 10 mana teleports. I don't know if that... I already talked about experimentation table. I'm gonna give that to Gonzalo, that suggestion. Spider relic waypoints. There we go. Who's Gonzalo? He's with Badline Client. He's who I tell most of the game suggestions to. Tell all early game players that if they're gonna keep playing the game for a while, they are gonna need mods. I mean, I would recommend noobs just to start with VLC. Installing Forge mods just seems like a bad idea, especially for a noob. I mean, it's one thing if you know what you're talking about and you like actually go to reputable sources, but if you're just starting out, you don't know which mods are the reputable ones. Just get a client. Don't buy a Necron helmet. I feel like that's too general of a tip, though. I think most people know that already. Oh, speaking of BLC, look what just happened. My SBA turned off. Never mind. Terra Helm is still a very good mid-game helm. Even now? Oh my god, my arm's laggy. I'm trying to think of any other really obvious suggestions. It hasn't changed. Yeah, but again, I've already talked about that. Is there anything useful to do with this? This island, is there anything good about it other than the sand mining strat? I'm trying to think. Not really. Dude, treasure hunt man's quest? Yeah, but that quest is usually garbage. Pelts aren't really... There's not much to the pelts thing. Lucky clover. Do wheat, cactus, and mushroom for easy bronze farming contests. See, that's good. That's a good one. I remember the, yeah. Easy mushroom gold commissions with Jacob in the mushroom desert island versus on your own island. I mean, it seems obvious, but nah. Yeah, pelts aren't really... It's like the last thing you do in a profile. Always have an EXP share pet. That's true. I already talked about that one, but that video came out like a year and a half ago. Whenever the XP share first came out, so I guess people wouldn't be too mad if I repeat that one. He's getting desperate out there for content. We still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tips. And then what we could do is if we come up with more, we can replace the crappy ones with better tips. This would be killed after you set it, but buying turbo wheat just after a contest can make a mill. It's actually a really good idea. The problem is it's just like any other flip though. I think I talked about the mithril. I did. Mithril coat. Leveling pets is a very good money-making method early game. I disagree. Because to level a pet optimally, you need to have the most efficient way to do it. And I mean, think about it. It's going to take like half of your SkyBlock career to get your first legendary to level 100. And then you sell it for a couple mil? Nah. Nah. Sure, how to get Raider Axe. Raider Axe ain't meta, bro. Apparently now the strat's to do bestiary to get to combat 24, go to the Blazing Fortress, and then buy from the AH Blade of the Volcano. Max that out. Easy. Before that, I don't know, Silver Fang. Just to get the kills for bestiary. There might be a better weapon for before then. You know what we could do, chat? Instead of sitting doing nothing, let me get some forging XP as I'm talking here. That would be a good idea. Gotta get the monkey pet out though. Monkey. There we go. Should probably talk about the free cookie. I've already talked about that in videos. I don't want too many repeat. The Enderman katanas don't have skill requirements. Yeah, but they have Slayer requirements, probably. Juju is cheap. I feel like just recommending a cheap weapon isn't quite enough to classify as like a tip. Unless it's like ridiculously cheap, like the Blade of the Volcano. Voidwalker Katana has no requirement. Now that's a tip. How much are they? Because if they help kill Endermen, it's good stats. If it has no requirements, that's pretty good. This could potentially be... There's no requirements, chat? Because if there's no requirements, this might be a contender for, like, first weapon in the game you get before Blade of the Volcano so that you can get... So there's not... That's bugged, then. If there's no Slayer requirement to craft it. It shouldn't be that way. I don't know. I don't know. Just check there's no requirements. Not even on the wiki. Enderman 1 is used to craft it, but not to use it. Don't forget to use tuning points for extra stats. That's actually not a bad one. Don't forget to use tuning points when reforging talismans. It's kind of a crappy tip because it's like really simple, but... Alright. Voidwalker Katana bugged at the moment. Can use without E-Man Slayer 1. Could be good for killing E-Man early game? Question mark? I feel like there's too many early game suggestions. We need like later game suggestions. The best reforged stones? Well, for early game, it's obviously beating heart. It's cheap and it gives you like most of the stats you want. And then you just get whatever hurtful is. I don't remember. You got the Livid Combat XP method patched. Wait, really? Was it patched already? Because I'm going to have to remove that from the tips video if it's already patched. Are you serious? That'd be actually really funny. Yeah, it's patched. Well, crap. That's one less thing I can do. Okay. Taking advantage of mayor perks is already in a video. Seems like ideas are running a bit dry at the moment. Also, Wither Cloak Store doesn't work without dungeons now. Wait, really? Wow, they're really cracking down on the requirements for dungeons gear. That makes sense, but damn. Always contribute to community projects. There hasn't been one of those in like a year. Reverse Pro, thank you for the 7. Hey, 30. I've been watching your vids for a while and I made some fan art. I posted on your Discord. Have a nice day. Well, thank you, man. I'll take a look at that after stream. Or maybe. Sorry, I just got distracted. Yeah, I'll look at it after stream. God pots ASAP. I think I talked about that already in a different video. Ooh, did I talk about the carts? Ooh, mining at the carts above Dwarven Mines entrance for quick collection. That is a good one. I don't know if I've talked about that before. If I did, it was a long freaking time ago. That's not a bad idea. Especially if you use the mineral armor. Maximize bank interest. I'm pretty sure I made a whole video about passive income in SkyBlock. What about mid game? It's tough to say. Use dark oak saplings with enchanted bone meal on your private island. Mine it with tree cap. No. There's a ton of diamonds above the mines of Devon. There's like 2 stacks of E diamonds. I feel like once you've gotten to that point, though, that method's barely worth it. You can now use cobblestone to get the rock pit. It allows you to get legendary rock in like 2 hours of mining cobble. Really? That would be kind of overpowered. By the way, legendary rocks like 10 mil. Yeah, I talked about selling pets to George as one of the tips, the milestone pets. The fact that I've been foraging for so long and I haven't gotten 1 level makes me really sad. Don't stream past midnight again. I'm not. What I'm planning on doing is finishing this list up, recording the tutorial quick, sending it to Fezzy, and then And then leaving for my trip, I guess. Because if a video comes out tomorrow, and then that video comes out on the 27th, that gives me the day I get back, basically, to stream and record another video, I think, right? That would give me that night that I get back to record a video. Yeah, so I'd be good. The bestiary should be its own separate video. I don't know. Whatever happened to Time Dio? He's still around. He messaged me asking if I was going to VidCon. I said I couldn't because I'm going to this wedding, but I don't know. I think he went through a very similar process that I went through, but instead of processing it by just making the same video 1,000 times, he just decided to stop making videos for a while. I can't speak for him. He could upload freaking tomorrow. I have no idea. But it seems to me that his standards have risen so high that he doesn't want to upload something worse than he's already made, so he just doesn't upload. That's my analysis of what's going on with Time Dio. I already have items in the forge all the time. It seems we are stumped, chat. We still need 4 more tips to have 20 random skyblock tips, and hopefully we can come up with more, but it seems like that's where we're stuck at the moment. I don't think I'd want to recommend lowballing. I already did in a video and I still feel like gross about it because even though back then lowballing wasn't seen as like a scammy thing, now it is. So I think don't dupe. How is lowballing scamming? It's not inherently, but it's like that's where most scamming takes place, is people that think they're doing lowballing. You know what I mean? That's where most of the scammers hang out right now. Basically, if anybody's yelling out to public lobbies advertising, typically you don't want to listen to them. Always have 2 bank 5 books if you can't afford cookie. Depending on how expensive bank is, that might actually be a funny tip. Yeah, no. I can tell already. No such thing as bank 5s anyways, but it would be too expensive. Wait. Something's wrong. Lowest price, bin only, 2,000 coins. I don't know if I want to recommend bank 5. $129K for bank 5. It's not the worst suggestion. If you're not going to have an ultimate enchantment on your early game armor set and you don't want to lose coins, I mean... You'll get memed for it, but it's actually pretty good. You know what? Fine. Bang 5 on 2 armor pieces if early game and can't afford cookie. Such a waste of money. The problem is, like, oh, this is awful. That's funny as hell, though. I mean, at that point, just get a piggy bank. I can't recommend. I can't in good conscience recommend Bank 5 when the freaking piggy bank exists. Nah. No way. Fetcher, Puzzler, daily commissions. Oh, I should probably add those gold. Wait, mining commissions plus Puzzler, Fetcher. Yeah. Anyone else find it stupid that the piggy bank still doesn't work while in your talisman bag? That is so annoying. Like, why? Why does it have to be in your inventory specifically? That's freaking annoying. I don't know, man. Bank 5 as a recommendation seems really freaking stupid. I mean, I get it that the piggy bank can break, but like, if you're gonna... You're supposed to have cookie buff fairly early on. Trying to think of other random tips, but nothing's coming to mind. It's just freaking empty up here in my brain. It's completely empty. How did I get this? How did I end up getting one of these? Must have been from when I killed like one of the basic things. A good one could be that you're missing out on a little bit of magic power by not having your personal compactor in the accessory bag. Yeah, it's a really small tip though. It's tough, man. Getting 20 tips for Hypixel SkyBlock, man. This game is already sapped for content with new... Oh, actually, that's a good thought process. What if there's tips specifically for Crimson Isles, do you think, chat? Maybe there's a way to do the dojo easier. Maybe there's... I know one of the tips already is to start doing your heavy pearls as soon as possible, but maybe there's something else. Nether Star is bank. I don't know. Pick barbarian clan, but why? Get cake buffs. I think I already talked about that one. Where am I flying to? Back to New York for my cousin's wedding. AFK mob minion farm is OP. What minion? Barbs don't need Ash Fang, which is the hardest mini boss, unlike Mage. True, but I don't know. I'd stay away from that concept as a tip. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like something that people would watch, or watch through, I should say. Have you ever planned on going to Sweden? Not specifically Sweden, but I'm not against the idea. I don't know. I think I have some things to worry about back at home first before I start traveling the world. Tip: don't get yourself banned. I actually talked about false bans as one of the tips. Depressing enough. That's kind of something that needs to be said nowadays. Unbind left click, bind middle click to left mouse button. I already talked about that one though. What I can say though, change control bindings for certain scenarios. I spelled that horribly wrong. To make the game easier. For example, cobble generator space equals left click. Melody thing. Cane farming, etc. That's a tip. There you go. I combined a bunch into one so it doesn't seem like a cheapo tip. 3 more. I don't know why I'm asking this, but have you really thought of yourself as really good at SkyBlock? Not in the current meta. Around the time when the whole endgame controversy happened, I think I was pretty close. Without contraband, I was, for the meta at the time, I was pretty good. Nowadays, I just spend too much time having a life. So. Buy better Wi-Fi for Melody Quest. Oh, is it briefing? Yo, what's up, man? Life is downtime, just with SkyBlock. I can't, man. I've been putting many hours into working out and stuff and relationship, and it's cool. It's fun. Hey, man, if SkyBlock somehow brought back the vibes of like 2019, late 2019, maybe. I don't think that's gonna happen. SkyBlock's fun in moderation. I've gotten too far, and I also started taking contraband, so the meaning's starting to go a little bit, so I don't know. If I started a new profile, maybe I could have a healthier relationship with SkyBlock. When 1.0 came out, whatever, just like casually played a profile that was actually all my effort and not contraband. That'd be nice. You can use Bat Person armor to yeet yourself onto the dragon skull to skip the stealth part of the Mage Guild quest. Ooh. Can you do that with the Barb quest as well? I mean, it's not that crazy a tip, but... Do you need tips for a video? Yeah, I'm thinking all aspects of the game, although chat's been suggesting a lot of early game methods or a lot of early game tips. But like random things that like throughout SkyBlock could be helpful. For example, like how the combat XP boost 30% from AH is cheaper than buying 20% from NPC. Like weird little things like that to make a video. That's what I was thinking. Me and Chad are trying to come up with 20 of them, preferably more, but at the moment I'm thinking just to get to not only 20 but to replace some of the lame suggestions with better ones so that the video turns out better. Dungeon routes video? Oh, I wouldn't be the guy to go for that. I don't think people would take me seriously with any dungeons advice, except for easily digestible, just a little detail about some gear. Locking items with SBA is so old. Everyone knows to do that. Always put hot potato bucks on your weapon. That's also fairly obvious. I'm talking like weird things that like just skips an annoying part of the game, or like a generic upgrade everybody should have. I don't think deserves to be one of the tips. You know what's funny? I've never locked my slots with SBA. Literally never. And you know what? I've also never... Okay, there's one time I lost an item to a bug where it vanished from my hotbar, and I remember this. It was my weird tuba, and it caused a whole controversy when I got it back with contraband because it bugged. I already talked about Fairy Soul waypoints in a video. You are now event level 4. You earned 30 event silver. What is that? Is that a guild thing? Yeah, I'm working on a new talisman guide. Problem is I gotta have something made basically in the next 2 hours. And then I need to drive to my mom's house, which is like an hour away. So I gotta... Preferably... Oh god. What time's the flight tomorrow? 6 in the morning. That's when I gotta leave. 6 in the morning. So I gotta be up by like 5:30. Oh god. Even if I went to bed literally right now, I'd get like 8 hours. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be friggin' awful for sleep. Ooh! I should bring a sleep mask for the plane. That'd be a really good idea. Oh, that's a global Hypixel thing. That's what that level thing is. Yeah, so basically, chat, I need to get this video recorded, like, now, so I can leave and then go on my trip. And, yeah. As I don't want to skip 3 days. That'd be really bad. I need a video. So, don't sell essential talismans, weapons, armor, pets just for the expensive thing you'll end up buying back later. I know people tend to do that, where they'll pool all of their money into, like, one big purchase. I kind of agree with that. SkyBlock's a game where a lot of, like, the cheapest stuff has the biggest buff. Like, hot potato books, like, a lot of talismans, you know? Like, they're super, super cheap, but, like, the buff you get is insane. Just because, like, everyone's supposed to have it, you know? The later game you go, the less benefit you get per coin, basically. I don't know if that would work as a tip, though. So the tip would just be don't liquidate for an expensive item. I mean, I agree, but I don't know if it'd be a quick tip, you know? Maybe like an honorable mention. It's like a play style type thing instead of a tip. I don't know. It's hard to say where that would fit in. When you get your minion set up, never sell it. I mean, reselling minions if you had duplicates might be a good idea if you can find a buyer, but I don't know. There's another video I've been thinking of that might have its script be completed sooner. The idea is basically how to skip progression. Like, I'm just flat out gonna say in the title, how to skip progression in Hypixel SkyBlock. Or how to quickly skip progression. Tips to kill the mobs on Crimson Isle because they have a lot of health. I don't think there's anything you can really do other than just not attack them. If you're like early game, don't bother. Why did you decide to stream before a big day? Your sleep should be a priority. Well, it's not a big day tomorrow. The wedding I'm going to, first of all, it's not my freaking wedding. From my perspective, it's just a big fancy party I'm going to, basically. That is day after tomorrow, I think. So, tomorrow is just the flight and then hanging out. So I'll be fine. I don't know. Could be a quick YouTube video in your suit. Oh, you mean recording going to the thing? That would be kind of funny. I probably should record the the trip home and then showing me in the suit. At least make a short out of it. I don't see much of a point in making a short on this channel. But is it not weird to record at someone's wedding? Well, I'm not going to record during the main event. That'd be weird. I'm just going to record like me going home, hanging out with the family. Like the day of the wedding is when I'm obviously going to be there. But the day before and after, I'm going to be hanging out actually at my dad's house. So that'd be cool. Do you know the person your cousin's marrying? Yeah, I know them. Yeah. Not that well. I have a pretty big family, a lot of cousins, aunts and uncles, that sort of thing. I'm gonna miss your vids for a little bit. Well, I'm hoping to still upload while I'm gone for the thing. I just gotta record something tonight. If I get really desperate, I'm gonna have to just turn it to 18 different SkyBlock tips instead of 20 because we ran out of ideas. Unless I can think of some right now. Just looking at random armor. I don't know. Crimson's better than Necron and Burning Tier. Well, we all know, well, maybe not everyone knows that, but it's so expensive that, like, by the time that you should know that, you probably would still not be able to do it. That's too far in game, in my opinion, of a tip. Ooh. Chat. My brain just thought of something. Oh, this is good. If you want to defend yourself against getting ratted, soulbound all of your gear. Huh? If you soulbound all your gear and then someone gets into your crap, they can't get rid of it. They might delete your profile though, but there's the off chance they won't delete the profile and they can't trade away your stuff. I like it. I like it. Soulbound all your gear to defend against being ratted. They may still delete profile, but in case they don't, they won't get your stuff. Ooh, that's spicy. Spicy. The SkyBlock community would be better overall if people willingly soulbound all their stuff. Then it could, like, suffocate these businesses that rat people. Ooh, that's good. That's good. All right. Hey. So now we need 2 more. So 2 more suggestions, unless we can come up with better ones, because some of these suggestions are a little lame, so I would like to replace them with better ones. I already talked about not getting ratted as a different tip, but in case you do get ratted, then they can't steal your stuff. Can you show the list? But that's like sharing the secret sauce. Fish in the birch forest, but why? That is pretty good though. It's funny because the soul binding system, at least with the museum, is made as like an anti-cheat feature, but it could be leveraged by the player base if used intentionally. I like that. That's a cool way to take power back from the jerks that try to sell your stuff and make a profit. Even as a statement against that, you could soul bind everything. Mithril coat. I talked about Mithril coat. It is a cheap. It could be used. Could be used in all stages of the game to prevent getting one tapped. Yeah, that's a good. It's good. I know it's really just describing the ability, but like Mithril coat's one of those items that kind of can change the way the gameplay works, which is really convenient if you leverage it. Again, just like the soul binding thing. Ooh. Here's another good one. My brain, it's doing... I already did it. I was gonna say add a bunch of stuff to my filter, and then in BLC just turn off or turn on the advertising. Or in BLC there's literally a thing that you can toggle advertising. BLC anti-spam setting. There you go. So our chest plate's so much better for tier 4 blazes. Yeah, but I'm talking like all stages of the game, early, mid, and late. There's a place for Mithril coat. Obviously, if you're gonna be doing tier 4 blazes, I mean, I'm not gonna recommend Mithril coat for that. Just my stupid brain for tier 3s because of the the fire pillars that I just can't seem to focus on mid-fight. Hey 30, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games unlimited and no bacon? Well, unlimited bacon, I wouldn't eat it because then I'd get freaking fat. But I acknowledge the fact that if I had access to unlimited bacon, I can take the source of said bacon, hook up a conveyor belt, packaging, whatever, build a factory around that source of infinite bacon, and then basically just become the biggest bacon manufacturer in the world, because I'd sell it like a quarter the price of everybody else and just get free product basically because it comes from nowhere. And then I'd be set for life and can retire and all that. But then I'd have no games. And I like games. So I'd give up bacon. Who cares? Bro, I can get turkey bacon. Unless it means all bacons, I could just get pepperoni, or like, I'm not a big bacon guy. I love the taste, the flavor of bacon's great, but it's not worth the calories. I'd much rather just have anything else to flavor my sandwich. You know? Don't always try to get the cheap version of good weapons / items. Sometimes spending the extra time and money is worth. Let's get an example of that though. You still have to pay. There's also other problems too with my theory of using unlimited free bacon. You'd still have to pay for shipping, which is a huge part of production. You'd have to still build the factory. Like, this is just a guess, but I have a feeling that the actual product in a business is only a portion of their operating costs. Hiring people, shipping might actually be more than the literal product they're selling to get it. That's my guess. I wouldn't be surprised. So maybe, yeah, maybe it'd be better just to have unlimited games and give up bacon and then just never have to pay for a video game ever again. But then that would just be for my personal use. It wouldn't be some big scheme. Tarantula helmet / warden helmet. Tarantula helmet's so cheap though that you might as well get it early game. I like how he turns such a random question into an actual thing that I consider. This is what my brain does. Like, someone says something dumb like, would you rather have unlimited bacon or unlimited games? And I'm like, well, I could literally... I'm considering operating costs of a theoretical factory that produces unlimited bacon, but then considers how it might not be a good idea. Just in retail, 25% of the cost of something is to make up for theft loss. What? Are you serious? When you say retail, you mean like, you know, like Walmart, whatever? What? I don't believe it. I bet they have insurance for that. But it wouldn't be 25%. That'd be more like 5% maximum, right? 25%. For what? No freaking way. If we ecom 101, wouldn't higher supply mean lower prices if demand was the same? Yes, that is true. And after you feed every human, then having more bacon is worthless and you lose time. Well, no. Because even though I would have unlimited bacon, the world would not have unlimited bacon because I'd have to get it to them. The transportation costs would still be a thing, and the time would still be a thing to get it there. So effectively, it would just be very, very cheap bacon for everybody else. And that is true. The shipping costs would still be high, so the product probably can't go too low in price. Otherwise, it wouldn't be profitable to ship it. So it'd be like trying to sell water by shipping the water, but at the cost of shipping the water... I mean, that's basically what Dasani has going right now, right? Don't they tap from a stream for like $300 a year? From some, like, stream? They only pay $300 a year, but they get, like, millions of gallons and they bottle it and ship it. But, like, all of their cost is basically not the product, but the shipping. Ooh, we turned this question into an interesting segment about the economy. So, basically, my bacon business would become a bottled water business. In terms of how it operates under the hood. Interesting. It wouldn't solve world hunger, chat, because think about it. You have effectively almost infinite water that, you know, Dasani or whatever company it is. It's just a matter of shipping it. There is enough fresh water for everybody. You just can't get it to where it needs to go. I could be wrong about that. But... you know what I mean? It's the transportation that's the problem. It would probably be the same thing with the bacon. Don't sell items to people lowballing. I agree with that one. I talk about that in my Don't Get Scammed segment. The supply chain would limit the world supply of bacon. Yes, exactly. Don't spend every last coin on one thing because then it would be hard to make all your coins back. That is very true. I made sure to avoid that on my Simon Challenge 100 mil in a week profile. This guy's stealing all my trees. Buy already upgraded gear since people usually sell it for less than the upgrades cost. I talked about that in the previous tips video. This man's ruining my lobby. What the hell? You could sell the bacon grease as a non-stick spray. I was thinking more like a fuel. With the gas shortages, they make engines that run off of grease. I mean, they do it for school buses, so why not cars? That'd be kind of crazy, right? So what if I used my power of unlimited bacon basically to squeeze it for its juices? And then sell bacon grease as a fuel. Oh, that would be hella profitable. The US would be paying so much money to buy my bacon grease, because then it would be like a supply of oil, basically. A lot of your suggestions, by the way, briefing, are, it's good to know, but it's not like, I think it's more like a, everything you've said so far would fit in like a how to play Hypixel SkyBlock like big picture video, but for like small tips it doesn't quite fit. But you know, if somebody was making a video about how to just play the game effectively overall, a lot of your stuff would make a lot of sense to put in there, which I might do. I don't know. Then this unlimited bacon thing would turn into the death of the human race, because I'd sell so much grease that it would get burned and then cause even more pollution. And since it's unlimited, that means that either burning any fuel whatsoever would eventually get outlawed for the sake of the planet, or humanity is going to burn grease all the way until the point where global warming hits over that tipping point and everybody burns and dies before solar power takes over, or nuclear or hydrogen fuel cell. I'm really annoyed that thorium reactors aren't a thing. There's videos on why they're good, but whatever. Death by bacon grease, the end of humanity. It looks like chat's out of ideas, as well as me. Here's what we have. I'm gonna read it out. Bestiary for fast combat XP. Basically, you have to get yourself to Bestiary 20 in order to get enough combat XP to make it to the Crimson Isles Island, which you can do very easily in the early stages of the game. Just kill a certain number of mobs. Blade of the Volcano, once you get to combat 20, is an easy early game damage weapon. Ragnarok axe is even better, but it's slightly more expensive. Sell milestone pets at George or the auction house for quick coins. Let's see. Start daily mining commissions plus puzzler and fetcher experimentation table minigame heavy pearls as soon as possible, because the late game version of yourself will thank you. Combat XP boost 30% from the auction house is cheaper than 20% from NPC. Defend yourself from ratting, hackers, false spam, scammers. Don't download weird mods that may rat you. Make sure they come from reputable sources, or even easier, just use a client. Don't trade with players advertising in public lobbies. Just set my filter to get rid of all the garbage that you see there, or use BLC's anti-spam feature. Don't trade with players advertise. I already read that. Defending against scammers. I made a video about it, so I just link it. Soulbound all your gear to defend against getting ratted, but also I would make sure to let them know that they could no longer trade it if that is something they want to do. You can take that strategy with mining out the mines of Devon gold in order to get either coins or gold collection for use with the golden dragon, plus 10 strength per digit of gold collection. Or you can just again make a ton of money during Diana because of all that stuff you craft with gold. Okay, next would be always have something going in the forge if you want to make some easy passive money. Place down mighty minions. This is one of the lame ones. Place down diamond minions and then use lapis armor for fast XP in the early game. I'd prefer to, you know, replace that one with something a little bit more useful. Same with easy mushroom gold commissions with Jacob's contests by just using the island. Those are two pretty lame ones. Always have an XP share pet. That's a good one, I guess. Warp scroll for abandoned skull as a cheap alternative to smoldering cave travel scroll. That's a good one. Mithril coat. That's a good one. Don't forget to use tuning points when reforging talismans. It's kind of a lame one. Voidwalker katanas bugged at the moment, can use without Enderman Slayer 1 or combat requirement. Mining the carts above Dwarven Mines entrance. Change control bindings for certain scenarios to make the game easier. That's good. So yeah, those last I put the three lame ones at the end. I kind of want to replace them with something a little bit better. So there you go. That's what I have so far. I would prefer to replace those three lame ones with better suggestions and then get the number up to 20, but chances are, I don't know, considering how chat's been going, we're probably out of ideas. Nah, the suggestion not to spend all your coins all in one item, I don't think that's really a good small tip. Like just a little detail. That's again just more like how to play Skyblock in general. Add Bednom into that Dwarven one with comms. Ooh, the Bednom quest. It's not a bad idea. It's still kind of lame though. I don't know. Saying one item's better than another isn't really a good tip in my opinion. So Gemstone Gauntlet versus the drills is kind of eh. Use Totem of Corruption for easy collection and free trophies for Magma Fish collection as well for money. Huh. You mean on the private island? To get, sulfur? That could be a good one, actually. Chat, let's confirm. Is it just me, or when you think of an idea, you think of every bad way it can go instead of the good way it can go? Oh, that's just human nature. Any way to get out of that mindset? If you're talking especially about dating, you miss every shot you don't take. And the thing is, you shouldn't look forward to failure, but you should embrace the idea that you can fail, because that means you can learn. Like, just avoiding a bad thing because you're afraid of the consequences means you're going to miss out on an opportunity to grow. Trust me, as someone who's been through a lot of negative experiences, I wouldn't change anything about whether or not I experienced those things, because it made me who I am today. And it made me a much better person. So don't be afraid for something to go poorly. And I should be telling myself that when it comes to making this fitness channel. It's easy to give advice and not just do things, huh? But you know what I mean. You only get obfuscated fish from Totem of Corruption. Yeah, but you could also just buy the bait from Bazaar. What about some lava fishing tips, chat? Anything there that we can tap into, maybe? Magma Lord armor? I don't want to put money making methods really in this video. It's just tips. I think the Totem of Corruption thing, what is it with slimes on the private island and you get sulfur collection, right? That seems like a good suggestion. Can someone who's actually done it explain that to me so I can write it for the tutorial? Because sulfur collection could be something that people want to know how to get. And that's, I think, the way to get it right now. No one's answering the question. I guess I'll just have to look that one up. I think chat's kind of dying now. The view count's dipping very low. I'll just put it on the list, I guess, for now. Totem of Corruption on slimes on private island for sulfur collection. Foraging equals top tier content. It really is probably the reason why so many people left. I mean, even at the peak of the stream, we're at about 600, so it's not like we went very far anyways. The best way to get sulfur collection is to use combat minions of corrupted soil and kill it with an AFK setup. Thank you. That's what I needed to hear. Combat minions with corrupted soil and kill with AFK setup for sulfur. There we go. Perfect. Power Owner has the video. I'll give him a little bit of credit there. I'll link to Power Owner's video. Give him some views, right? There we go. I'll bump that suggestion further up the list because it's a bit more novel. So maybe around number 12. There we go. So technically one more and we have 20 tips, but again, there's still those 3 lame ones. It's from a month ago. Yeah, I know. Any other tips with I heard that magma fishing on Crimson Isles, what is it? You don't get sea creatures until fishing 27? Is that what y'all was saying? That could actually be a strat, is if your fishing level's low, just start out with magma fishing or trophy fishing right away, so that your fishing XP doesn't get too high, so that you don't get any sea creatures and just instantly get all the trophy fish. Not a bad idea. Is that correct, chat? Do all of the Crimson Isle sea creatures spawn only at high fishing levels? Because I could see that being a good tip, actually. That's a good one. So now we're officially at 20 suggestions, chat. Now I guess we can replace the lame ones if we come up with anything else. Good job, chat. How do you stay motivated to play Skyblock? Talking to you guys and making videos, that's about it. Actually playing the game doesn't really bring me much joy anymore unless there's something new to do. But right now I'm just kind of no-braining what I'm doing right now. The Totem of Corruption will help for magma fish collection because you get obfuscated trophies even if you're not at the nether and fish normal mobs. Ooh. So how is that helpful though? So you would get magma fish by killing, like, say, a corrupted squid? Is that how that works? That could be a thing. Ooh. You'd get obfuscated fish, which you can turn into magma fish in collection. Okay, I'll put that one down. Using Totem of Corruption outside Crimson Isles on regular sea creatures will yield obfuscated fish, which you can turn in for magma fish and collection. So I'm guessing that's just a more efficient way to do that then. Because you get to basically one tap even corrupted regular sea creatures, I would imagine. The problem is all the good lava fishing rods require fishing 27. Ooh. Now you get obfuscated trophy, which you can fillet. Obfuscated trophy fish, which you can fillet at Odgar. There we go. Accuracy, chat. So now we're at 21 tips, which means I can get rid of a crappy one. Mushroom gold commissions. Goodbye. That one's gone. Lame suggestion has been removed. Now there's only 2 of them. You can use the starter rod though. Yeah. Chat's pulling through in this last 10 minutes of the stream. We're doing good. We're almost done. Any other Crimson Isles things that I should know about? Maybe a fast way to kill Magma Boss if there is one. I know just hitting it with a Terminator is probably the best I've got at the moment. I could do something real cheap and just put like a couple stranded tips at the end. Tips specifically for stranded. That'd be a little unfair, I feel like. You can use fire freeze staff on Diana mobs. 5 mil. 325k creates a circle with a radius of 5 blocks. After 5 seconds, all mobs inside are frozen for. Ooh. Hey, chat, is this actually good? Like, do people use this for Diana mobs? That could be a thing. It also stops mobs from taking knockback. That might be a good one. That might be a good one. Fire freeze staff on Diana mobs. Also, any mobs frozen don't take KB. So now I can get rid of another lame suggestion, the mining minions one. There we go. Slap every boss and then get 20 rep when they die. That's actually kind of big brain. If someone else in the lobby kills it, right? Is there like a timer on that? Like if you slap a mob and someone kills the boss like 10 minutes later, do you still get credit? Whenever you see a boss, hit it once for loot share. That's not bad either. Whenever you see a boss slash mini boss, smack it once. So when someone else gets the kill, you get loot share and, where applicable, faction reputation. There we go, chat. We have 20 suggestions that are not lame. That's kind of pog. It's been a while since I watched your videos. You're looking good, man. Thank you. It's funny how like thick my arm's starting to look now because I'm like working out. There's like, it's better. There's some definition showing. You only need 1 mil damage on any of the bosses to get loot as well. Ooh, I'll make sure to add that. 1 mil damage minimum for loot. There we go. Loot share requires you to do 1% of the mob's health as damage. And you can't die. Okay, that's also good to know. Loot share requires 1% of mobs HP, and you can't die before the boss dies or the mob dies. Now, does that apply for every single mob in the game? The loot share thing? So it's not 1 mil, it's 1%. Okay. Just want to get the information right. Urchins are 2% chance, hot Kuja keys are 4% chance, and basic keys are 6% chance from any mini boss. I've never gotten an urchin before. You might not be allowed to speak out about this, but do you think Badline is better than Forge? I think it's more convenient than Forge. Absolutely more convenient. It has some features that mods don't, which is nice. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that for every single human being on this earth that plays Skyblock, you should use BLC. But there's definitely ups and downs for every option. I mean, BLC has its own features that other mods don't. Some mods have features BLC doesn't have, you know. But I think just for the convenience factor and the overall performance is quite good, especially if you do the settings right. That's why I prefer BLC. You need 10% damage for loot share. Wait, chat. I can just look up it on Wiki, right? Hypixel SkyBlock. Wiki loot share. Loot sharing. 1%. It's 1%. Yeah. All mobs except on the private island and dungeons. Okay, good to know. The Crimson mini bosses are no loot share. You need 1 mil damage for loot, but oh, I see what you mean. I see. Crimson Isle mini bosses require 1 mil damage, I guess. What's your opinion on pay-to-win Minecraft servers? I made a whole rant about that. If you look up ThirtyVirus, Minecraft servers, the worst type of sponsor. Magma urchins are a power storm and they're worth about 2.2 mil right now. Well, chat, I think that's a list right there. That's a video's worth of content. Now I should probably record that. So I'm gonna call it for the stream. So thank you all for showing up. Thank you for the suggestions. I appreciate that because now I have a video that I can record before I go on my trip. My mom called me like 4 times during the stream, so I'm gonna have to call her back. She's probably wondering where I am because I'm supposed to be at her house the night before the flight, and it's gonna be a whole thing, but whatever. Anyways, I guess that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Bye. My mom's gonna be annoyed because I'm still here and not where I'm supposed to be. I gotta record. I gotta do my job. Bye.